Hi guys, and welcome back to another Fast and Furious review. So this time I'm reviewing my favorite Fast and Furious movie, Fast Five. Still my favorite one after all this time. It's like one of the best heist movies I've ever seen as well. Yeah, because I definitely count this sequel as a heist movie. Because the other ones, well, I'll get to them anyway. Because I am still reviewing like 6, 7, and then I guess the newest one, 9. I think it just came out today in the UK. It's already been out in the US. Everywhere else, I'm not really sure, but is it like worldwide today, basically, that the newest movie came out? I mean, I don't know if I've seen proper reviews yet. I mean, I don't know if like some people like it or not, but I'm still gonna be watching it anyway in the cinemas. Even though Black Widow, like that's coming out very soon, and that could be the first movie I watch instead. But yeah, probably watch both anyway. But yeah, let's just get into this one. So yeah, Fast Five, man, this is just a perfect movie when it comes to the more action Fast and Furious movies. Like it does it the best. It doesn't go too over the top as well. I mean, there is some kind of really moments, if you know what I mean. But it's still at a good level where it's not going too far, like too over the top. And that's what makes me like it. Apart from just the awesome cast in this movie. Yeah, this definitely has the best cast for me in the Fast and Furious movies. It's a perfect cast. So yeah, I guess I'll just basically Brian O'Connor as Paul Walker. Vin Diesel's character Dominic Toretto. We also have some new characters, played by Gal Gadot, who plays Wonder Woman. Giselle Yasha, I guess she's like Hans' love interest, which Hans is in these movies. Like I think it's from 4. That's when we see him, but he only has like a little scene, like that awesome beginning scene in the 4th movie. All right, so who else is there anyway? Oh yeah, Hobbs. Yeah, this is the first time we get to meet Hobbs. I mean, they don't push him too much into the main cast until like 6, I think. So yeah, because he does really do get a lot more involved with the franchise than how we'd actually think. And man, yeah, but yeah, Dwayne Johnson, definitely a cool character. I guess I don't know if I should say he's like an anti-hero or not, or just it's kind of like a second threat because the main threat, I guess, who's he played by again? Is it Joaquin de Almeida? I I think that's the actor's name anyway. But yeah, basically he plays the main villain. Like he's definitely the main threat, and they're basically doing a heist to steal from him. And I guess things get a bit personal, so Hobbs wants to go after him too. Yeah, and I'll get more into spoilers in a second because I just want to describe this movie, I guess. So yeah, it's definitely not on the level of Fast and Furious 1 and 2 when it comes to the cars. It's more like focus on action, a bit more action. But I also enjoy the story a lot more than the other two movies, like the first two movies, basically. Like it has a better story, definitely. I mean, just and all the characters. They even bring back one of the OG characters, Vince. Yeah, it's cool that they actually bring Vince back. Played by Matt Squilsey. I don't know if I said his name right, but yeah, they bring him back, which is cool. Also, I forgot to say Hobbs, like I guess, companion, I guess, on his team because he has like a squad, I guess, and they basically go after Toretto. I think that was their job after the events of Fast and Furious 4. Basically, Dwayne Johnson's character Hobbs is going after him. Like that's like his mission. So he's trying to find Toretto, and then things get mixed up with I guess the main villain, and then he ends up going after the main villain, which I'll explain why when I talk about spoilers. When I say I'm talking about spoilers, then I'll let you know, guys. But yeah, so Elena, is it Neves? Yeah, played by Elsa Pataki, if I said the name right. Yeah, she's basically like the companion for Dwayne Johnson, like the one who I guess is mainly on, like around with when Hobbs is doing something like you mainly see her. I mean, and they kind of set up something with I guess Vin Diesel's character, yeah, and Alina, yeah, because they kind of have like a similar bond and the way how they think as well. But we'll get more into that. But yeah, what else can I talk about before spoilers? Oh yeah, there is those Spanish guys as well. Yeah, they're cool characters. I can't remember if they're in 6. You definitely see them in 8, but yeah. I just can't remember the movies where you actually see those guys, but when it comes to Fast Five, I always remember them in this one. Yeah, they were cool characters. And, Tyrese Gibson's, Woman Pierce is still like the one who brings more energy, but really like the whole cast together do have like a good vibe though. It's not just Tyrese Gibson, making the energy this time. It's actually the whole cast. Like it's like Paul Walker's character, yeah. Just everyone really. Just all of them together. It's all fun, man. Yeah. So yeah, it's not really just, Tyrese Gibson who's, making the fun vibe. It's like all the cast together. And that's why I'd say this is like the best ensemble cast. Well, do you really say ensemble cast because that's like TV, right? But yeah. I just love the cast, but yeah. Definitely a great movie. So yeah, I'm gonna start talking about spoilers now. So where should I start from? I guess because yeah, after the events of Fast and Furious 4 or whatever they called the fourth movie, because basically Dominic Toretto got arrested and was going to prison, but then Brian and everyone, Mia, they break him out, so they're basically on the run because they're wanted, and then that's why Dwayne Johnson's character Hobbs is after him, and they eventually get to a point where they find Vince to help him hide out, I guess, and I guess they decide to go after the guy. I don't know if he's the one who actually puts the bounty on them, but yeah. They basically go after him, but then they also think to steal his money. Yeah. And then they also run into, Hobbs's character too. So yeah. Or that scene when you see Hobbs coming after Vin Diesel, like just, when Vin Diesel's jumping from the rooftops. Like I just love the environment, because this movie is set in Rio, like such a cool location, like the best location in the series for me. And then that scene when they're getting chased, everyone's getting chased. Like Mia and Brian are running away as well, just jumping from the rooftops. Like that's a cool scene. It reminds me of Modern Warfare 2. That scene when you have to run on the rooftops. Like that's a cool scene, man. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, but more cool because Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson duking it out together and just jumping through rooftops. But when Dwayne Johnson just smashes through the window, like that's just a cool scene. And then Dom looks back like, what the hell? Who is he? Well, that scene, yeah. But they get away and stuff. But Dwayne Johnson's character's still after him anyway. So yeah, especially when they find out what they're trying to do. Yeah, it does get to a point where they do get captured though. But basically, well, I think is it Brian and Dom they get captured. But then I guess Dwayne Johnson's squad, well, most of them gets wiped out by the main villain's men. Because I don't know if there's like trying to kill, Brian, but they end up killing like Dwayne Johnson's men as well. I mean, Alina's still okay though. Yeah. There was also something that Alina took before, like that belongs to Dom and well, basically Letty because Dom gave it to Letty, and she just took that, and that's why she and basically Dom goes back for it, and he'd be like, why would you go back for that? Like, it's only like, is it worth like $20? But what it actually stands for though, Letty, because Letty, I guess she supposedly died in the fourth movie, yeah. But by the end of this movie, they kind of revealed that she's actually alive, but I can't really say how because they kind of explain that in Fast and Furious 6 anyway. So yeah. Because basically a character from Too Fast Too Furious kind of reveals that like that undercover cop lady. I forget her name all the time. I mean, I know the actor, but I mean the actress, but yeah. But yeah, basically when they do the heist, their plan is to steal, I guess, the whole safe by driving it out. Which the way how they do it is like so over the top, but I just love it anyway. Yeah, and I guess Hobbs decides to work with him because of what happened to his people. Yeah, Hobbs and Elena. So they basically want to take that guy down, and the only way to bring him out is by stealing his money. But even afterwards, when they actually go through the whole plan, and well, there is some things like some details that are left out because they needed like specific vehicles, to actually pull this off. Yeah. because they did, get the squad together. Like we have like all of our squad that have Pacific walls. Like I guess Ludacris is like a hacker. Mia's like comms, I guess. Tyrese and Han, they basically steal cop cars, and like, oh yeah, that scene, when they're racing each other, and then Vin Diesel lets him win because, you know, I guess Brian and Mia, basically they're having a baby, so he let him win, I guess, and then they have like a race at the end. Yeah, I wonder how that went. And what else am I leaving out? I swear I'm leaving out something else. Oh yeah, Han and I don't, I don't even know what's speaking again. Oh yeah, Hannah and Giselle. I guess they have like a thing going on. I mean, especially by the end. I guess they're basically together by the end of the movie. But yeah, I guess Han kind of fancies Giselle. But yeah, she's a cool character anyway. She's a good sniper too, and a good bike rider. But yeah. I guess the Spanish guys are supposed to like have entry points to get inside places and also undercover stuff. Yeah, I mean that scene when they're in the toilet and they make that toilet explode and someone's inside. Like, ugh, that's a nasty scene. Yeah, and they basically help steal the actual save at the end in a garbage truck. I guess they're like master of disguise. I guess. Yeah, those guys. Also, yeah, what happens with Vince? It was at the same time when Hobbs' men got attacked. Like Vince also gets killed in the process. It was good to see Vince again, but yeah, the way how it ends, damn. Because like he was the character who suspected that Brian was a cop. He was right, and there's like a scene where even after all that, like he still doesn't trust him. Like now in the current timeline, but they eventually work things out, and he actually offers him to be a part of the job, but he gets killed sadly. Yeah. Kind of sucks, man, because it seems like things were finally working out. Like Brian and Vince were actually like a family now. Like everyone was like a family, and then Vince gets killed. It just sucks. Yeah. But yeah, basically they go through the heist and actually get the bank out. Well, the safe. Sorry. They actually destroy a little small bank. Yeah, it's just that scene so crazy when they're driving like the safe with the two cars, and then I guess Dom's gonna do like a sacrifice, play because it gets to a point where there's too many cops, so he kind of unhooks Paul Walker's car, Brian's car, and then he just like flies the car out, and then it smashes a lot of the cop cars. But then one of the main villain's men is about to shoot Dom, but then Brian comes back in time to save him, and he was supposed to escape, but he had to be there for Dom. And then, the main villain is just on the floor. And then, Hobbs comes and just shoots him. Yeah. And, like, I guess in this moment, like, they're supposed to get arrested by Hobbs. But he gives them, like, a 24-hour, like, time to basically escape. But, they can't take the money. But, Dwayne Johnson doesn't know. Like, Dwayne Johnson's character doesn't know that they've actually already took the money in a garbage truck. Those Spanish guys. Like, that was their plan. Because they had like a 10-second window to get the money, and they basically cleared it, but Hobbs has no idea when he lets Dom and Brian escape, and he's just laughing afterwards. Yeah, and that's how the movie ends, I guess, apart from that end credit scene that I was talking about with Letty being alive. But yeah, definitely it's still my favorite one. I mean, I'm probably gonna do like a ranking, like maybe after I've reviewed well, because I'm not going to be reviewing 4, 8, and Hobbs and Shaw anytime soon. But I'll probably still include it in my ranking, like where I'm going to place them. Because they're my least favourite ones anyway, especially 4. But yeah, guys, that's my review of Fast 5. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
One look, the heat is rising, and I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting.